Hi there. Now we're going to do lesson 287. You are my goal, my Father. Only you. When we make it our single goal to consistently across the board know that we are the perfect child of God, that we can choose what we want to perceive by making sure that we align our thinking with God, life changes completely. Now, the only thing that is left for us to do is to elect to not have hurtful thoughts. When you're not thinking hurtful thoughts, thoughts of separation, of judgment, of condemnation, of fear, the mind gets quiet. Inside of that quiet, you can feel the peace in your heart. Inside that peace in your heart, you can elect to make God your only goal. Paragraph 1. Where would I go but heaven? What could be a substitute for happiness? What gift could I prefer before the peace of God? What treasures would I seek and find and keep that can compare with my identity? And would I rather live with fear than love? When we can be in total gratitude for what we have, where we are, in the mind of God, that's what I'm talking about, what we have inside of the mind of God. What we have is a loving Father, a loving Mother, a loving Creator who has created us in consciousness. We are ideas in the mind of God. Inside of that consciousness, everything that is happening because we are creators. We are using the mind of God to create. So if you begin to create deliberately with God, you're not going to find things in your life that are going to be obstacles. All the obstacles that we're encountering are nothing more, when we become aware, than opportunities to see what I am reflecting back that came back to me. I need to be able to see whatever it is that I may have drawn to me because it's in my mind, something maybe from my past that I have an opportunity to choose love instead of fear. In some ways, my sweetheart Dan that came into my life had the feeling of the energy of my father. So I actually got to choose from love instead of fear some of the ideas that I had about my father. And Dan was that opportunity, but I was present to looking for that in our relationship. A lot of people don't understand that whatever is in front of you is a reflection of what's inside of you. So I had to look at what is this thing that's irritating me? Oh, it was an invitation to see my ego's motivation. It was motivation from when I was 10 years old, but it got projected out for me to choose again from love instead of fear. That's what's so beautiful. When you hear this, and would I rather live with fear than love? Well, any fear that we have accumulated over our life experience and past lives too, they get projected out. So the reason it takes so long to awaken is because we have to go through many, many choices of cleaning up our consciousness. We have to see things showing up from the past so we can choose again from love instead of fear. Everything is an invitation to clean up all the thinking that has caused us hurt. So we have to elect to let those go. Judgments that I had about my father, that he passed away, 16, 17 years ago, so I couldn't clean that up with my dad. They were still inside of me. And Dan was an opportunity for me to be able to see that I was able to make that shift and love my dad in a way that I couldn't when I was a child and was angry at him because he left our family. Dan gave me the gift of me being able to choose love instead of fear and heal something. So isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful that's what I projected so that I could have the experience of happiness in my life? Absolutely wonderful. So paragraph number 2, the prayer. You are my goal, my Father. What but you could I desire to have? What way but that which leads to you would I desire to walk? And what except the memory of you could signify to me the end of dreams and futile substitutions for the truth? You are my only goal. Your son would be as you created him. Your daughter, I will be as you created me, God. What way but this could I expect to recognize myself and be at one with my identity? What way but this could I expect to recognize myself, my capital S self, and be at peace with my identity until I am loving all that is, until I am no longer looking for things outside of me to be a substitute to give me? if I needed Dan's approval and him not to be upset with me, then I was wanting him to be my dad approving of me. Well, he came to show me he wasn't going to give me approval because I am the one who was in judgment of my father all those years ago, and I wasn't approving of my dad, so I withheld my love from him because he left our family. So I got to choose again not to withhold love from anybody because I don't need the approval from anybody out there. I have the approval of my Creator who created me perfect. I don't need any more approval than that perfection. My holiness is all that I need, and God already gave me that. Thanks a bunch, and I'll see you in the next lesson.